Imagine living in a world with only one family, where there are no nations, no armies, no crime, and no history of violence. Now, imagine that the very first murder in human history happened between two brothers. One was faithful, the other was consumed by jealousy. One sacrifice rose to heaven with God's approval, the other was rejected. In a single moment, love turned into hatred, and hatred became bloodshed. But why did God accept Abel's offering and reject Cain's? Could this tragedy have been prevented? And what happened after innocent blood cried out from the ground? This is not just the story of the first murder. It's the story of the first battle between faith and sin, obedience and pride, a battle that still echoes through every generation. Stay with us as we uncover the complete story of Cain and Abel. A story of worship, jealousy, judgment, mercy, and a choice that changed human history forever. Beyond the gates of paradise, a new and unforgiving world waited for humanity's first family. Adam and Eve stepped beyond Eden's gate, their hearts heavy with sorrow and uncertainty. Behind them lay a paradise lost. Ahead of them stood a world of thorns and toil. By the sweat of his brow, Adam now labored to coax life from a resistant earth. Together they built a fragile home, learning to survive far from Eden's abundance. In the darkness, they clung to each other, carrying memories of a home they had lost. Within her, new life stirred, a mystery of creation she had never known before. On a morning drenched in golden light, humanity's first child was about to be born. Adam waited outside, his heart pounding with fear and fragile, unfamiliar hope. With the Lord's help, Eve had brought forth a son, and she named him Cain. She believed this child was a gift, proof that life could still flourish after loss. Seasons turned, and young Cain grew strong beneath the watchful eyes of his parents. Not long after, Eve gave birth again, this time to a second son, Abel. Two brothers now shared this harsh new world, each destined for a different path. As the years passed, Cain grew devoted to the soil, tilling fields with quiet determination. He became a farmer, wrestling sustenance from ground still marked by ancient judgment. Meanwhile, wandered gently among flocks, becoming a keeper of sheep and shepherd. He cared for each creature with tenderness, learning patience beneath the open sky. Though raised together, the brothers had grown into strikingly different lives and callings. As tradition called, a sacred time approached for offerings to be brought before God. Cain moved through his fields, considering what portion of harvest he would offer. He gathered simply from what was available, without great thought or careful selection. Abel searched carefully among his flock, choosing the finest firstborn to bring forward. He offered not merely an animal, but the very best portion of his flock's fat. Side by side, though worlds apart in spirit, the brothers approached the altar together. Each man placed his offering before the Lord, awaiting a response only heaven could give. The Lord looked with favor upon Abel and the offering he had faithfully brought. A storm was gathering, not in the sky above, but within Cain's wounded pride. His face grew dark with anger, and bitterness took root deep within his heart. But Cain's offering found no favor, and something dark began to stir within him.